Inner Earth Part 6.
Why did Alexandre Saint-Yves find this odd and outlandish idea of Agartha so irresistibly fascinating, but more than that, genuinely believable? We can take a guess that during his previous period of learning the Hebrew language and studying the Jewish tradition of Kabbalah for his work, Mission of the Jews, he came across the ancient revelation that not only was the Garden of Eden, an actual physical utopia located on Earth, but more accurately, deep within the planet, and could be reached by traveling through a cave. Specifically, this cave is the real-life location known as the Cave of the Patriarchs, branded by Jews as the Cave of Machpelah, and to Muslims as the Sanctuary of Abraham, serving as one of the most holy pilgrimage sites in both religions. Stated clearly in the Zohar, the foundational work of Jewish Kabbalah, as well as in other ancient sources from the region between Israel and the Dead Sea, the Garden of Eden should indeed be thought of as an inner earth kingdom. The timely parallel of Eden and Agartha should not be surprising though, as one considers that the belief in another, more holy world inside of our planet Earth is easily one of the most consistent motifs in mythology. I can hardly begin to count the number of ancient cultures which allude to the inner realms of Earth, if not an entire civilization that resides there. Just in North America, for instance, the Navajos believe that their ancestors emerged from a subterranean world under the Navajo Mountains. The Aztecs feel that they were one of 7 tribes that came out of the caverns of Aztlan. The leaders of the Creek tribes state overtly that the earth opened up in the west and the Creeks came out. The Pawnee story of creation tells that all living things came from under the ground. The Zuni believe that in the old days, all men lived in caves at the center of the earth. And again with the tunnels, there is an old Apache legend about a long and deep cave in Arizona which is said to lead to an inner earth kingdom inhabited by a mysterious tribe. I could go on about the legends found in Central America, South America, and in other continents, which I will expound upon later in this video, particularly with closer parallels to Agartha, such as the lost city of Shambhala, and especially those legends which describe a network of tunnels. But for now, I will leave you with this quote from the book Records of the Past, written by the influential Assyriologist Archibald Seiss. There is a dwelling which the gods created for the first human beings, a dwelling in which they became great and increased in numbers, and the location of which is described in words exactly corresponding to those of Iranian, Indian, Chinese, Eddaic, and Aztecan literature, namely, in the center of the earth.